They're good looking. I am sad that you were at this workout because that means you have a lower body injury or a low back injury, in which case you can't do regular workouts. Sorry, but I have your back on this workout. This workout is all seated and it's a strength workout for the upper body. You do need some tools, so I want you to grab a pair of light dumbbells and moderate dumbbells and then have a chair that we can sit and do the whole workout. Now, before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, hey, click the subscribe button, click that notification bell down there, and that way, when you are 100% recovered, you can come and join the rest of the workouts I have on YouTube. Deal? Awesome. All right, let's go get training. Hey there, welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and I help women over the age of 40 reclaim the tush of their 20s. That's my regular gig. For today's workout, I'm just helping whoever has a lower body injury but still wants to keep training. That's who I'm here for today. So hey, I want you to place your dumbbells on the side of your chair so we have easy, quick access to them, and hopefully you have your water bottle close by as well in case you need a sip of water. But let's get warmed up, and as we warm up, I'll chat about the workouts, all right? Now, workout, I should say. Slide yourself a little bit off the back of your chair, and let's do some arm circles to get into the shoulder. So we have 8 moves, 2 rounds, 40 seconds a move. As I mentioned, you need that pair of moderate and light dumbbells, but I can show you how you can double up your lights if you only have 1 pair of dumbbells, because we only need the moderates for 1 move, really. Good, last 3, 2, 1, and now bring the arms down, or arms up, palms down, and pull back for a row pattern. Great job. Now the entire time that we do this series, and I'm going to be cueing it as well, I want you to think about your posture. You want your vertebrae stacked, ears over shoulders, and core engaged. So we're still getting all that good stuff, even if we were standing and doing the movement. You'd be getting that naturally. Seated, we just have to focus on it a little harder so we still get that core involved. Last 2 and 1. Excellent. Take the feet a little wider for me. You're going to plant your hand down to the ground, twist up, and now plant the other hand and twist. So we're twisting and rotating through your mid-back, what we call your thoracic spine or T-spine. Further into the shoulder as well for our warm-up drill. If you're tight like me, you can't get that arm up too high. I'm working on it. 4 more. Last one. Excellent. Hands light behind the ears. I want you to bring the elbows together, pulling apart the shoulder blades, and now pull the elbows back, opening up the chest. Good. Don't push on the head. That chin stays slightly tucked in. You still have that nice spine, that good posture, sitting nice and tall. Last 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we're starting our first exercise with a tricep extension. And there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can hold on to, if you've got the moderate, 1 moderate up above. So I'll go to my side so you can see. Okay. You can also use, if you don't have the moderate, as I said, you can double up your 2 lights. So I have 2 5s here, and do the move. You can also hold on to your lights with each hand. See? I think my hands are going off camera, but you get the idea. All right, so let's grab a dumbbell. We have 40 seconds on the clock. I'm going to go to my side again just so that you can see what's going on behind. Drop that dumbbell, the post comes behind the head. Now that posture is really important right now. We want to sit up nice and tall, chin slightly tucked in. We're not pushing the head forward to allow that dumbbell to come down behind the head. We want to think neutral neck alignment. Abs are engaged. I trained my triceps the other day and they're still sore. Woo, I love those kind of workouts though. I'm sick and twisted that way. Bicep curls are coming up next. Time. All right, so we'll train the other side of the arm, your biceps. Palms facing away on this guy for me, and then curl up and slowly lower. Now, I want you to fully extend the arm with each rep. Elbow stays under the shoulder, so we're not swinging. And then posture is, hey, you got it, good. Shoulder presses is our next exercise, and you may want to drop down to a lighter weight for those. Time. Okay, like I said, maybe grab the lighter ones. Hands are going to sit at the shoulders, palms facing me, press up, straighten those arms completely, and lower. Vertebrae is stacked, chin slightly tucked in, so all that stays the same for each movement. "40 seconds here, and then iso curls. So we're just curling, a concentration curl, one at a time. Time. All right, you may want to get a heavier dumbbell or double up like I showed you. Take your feet out wide, place the elbow and rest it on the inside of the knee, and curl up and slowly release. So we're getting some assistance by pushing the elbow into that thigh. So that's why you might be able to go a little heavier than normal. They call these concentration curls, so we're just getting that bicep engaged here. When the timer goes, other arm. I don't know if you noticed my shirt. Super sarcastic. I've had it for years, probably 10 years, and I bought it for like $6 time. So like the best buys, aren't they? And it doesn't matter if I gain weight, because I can just stretch it out. Ready and go. We have some Arnie presses coming up. A shoulder exercise made popular by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Time. All right, so you may want to drop down to a lighter dumbbell. Okay, I want you to start with your palms facing you and your elbows level with the ground, and then rotate the palms so they're facing me. Do that shoulder press that we did earlier, bring them back down, upper arm parallel to your floor, and then palms facing you. So we've got some internal rotation, external rotation, and press. So you'll feel a little bit more in the upper back on an Arnie press than you do with a regular shoulder press, and that's due to this internal rotation and bringing the arms forward. Time. All right, situate yourself off of your chair almost, so just on the very edge. Hinge forward, chest into thighs, thumbs turned away from the body, reverse fly. Chin tucks in. Once you've seen me do the movement, I want you to have the head looking down. We're now working the upper back and the rear delt. Keep those thumbs pointed away so that we get a muscle a little bit more engaged called your lower trap. And now these guys are important to keep strong because they help keep the shoulder pulled back and down. Elevated and internally rotated is the most common shoulder injury. So that's why we want to train the ones that help externally rotate and pull them down. Time. All right, L raises, so I still suggest you keep your light dumbbells. One arm's gonna come to a front raise, the other arm to a side lateral raise, so it looks like the letter L. Just to shoulder height, slowly lower, and then other side, other way. Alternating these patterns, and then we're gonna take it from the top. Triceps. Time. Okay, so you've got your dumbbell. You can go up a size if you want. I'm not going to because my triceps are still killing me, as I said earlier from my previous workout the other day. And if you're wondering, wow, what workout is that? I want to do that one. Well, when your lower leg, when your lower body is feeling up to it, it's a TRX workout that I filmed that torched my triceps. I did a TRX upper body Tabata. Released a couple of weeks ago, actually. Bicep curls coming up. Time. Maybe grab the heaviers if you don't have them already. Now this time, let's keep your palms facing you to perform what's called a hammer curl. So hands come straight up, palms are still facing you, and slowly lower. Everything else stays the same though. We're not swinging the arm, elbows stay under the shoulders, vertebrae is stacked, chin is slightly tucked in. I know I sound like a broken record. And you're over 40, that's why I said record. You know what I'm talking about. Regular shoulder presses, time right now. So grab the light or maybe keep those moderates. Palms are gonna face me. Okay, elbows are dropped down just a little below the shoulders and then press straight up, straightening those arms completely. If you have tight shoulders, you may have to travel your dumbbells in front of the head slightly. It all depends on your shoulder mobility. Concentration curls coming up next. Time, all right. Maybe you'll step it up a bit with a heavier weight on this one. Elbow rests on the inside of your leg, curl the hand up, keep the elbow there, and slowly lower. Now when we lower, we want to make sure we fully extend that arm too. So we're working through the full range of motion. Time. Okay, other arm, so lean forward a bit, maybe place your hand on the other thigh just to give your low back some support. Ready, set, and curl. So after you're done, leave a comment down below and let me know if it's your ankle or your foot or your knee or your hip that's injured that had you find this video. Or maybe you just wanted an extra workout seated. Hey, fair enough. I get that. But please leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Time. Okay, Arnie presses, so you choose which dumbbell is going to work for you. Get your posture, get your shoulders pulled back and down. Now, elbows elevated, palms facing you, and rotate out and press up. We'll keep these dumbbells for our reverse flies coming up next. Just kind of brutal, back to back, upper back. Time, but it's good for us. So wiggle your bum to the edge of your seat. You want to ideally see if you can get your dumbbells under the thighs. Okay, now turn the thumbs so they point away and lift up. Keep the chest down into the thighs. So once you've seen me, I want you just to lower yourself down, gaze is down to your ground, and feel that upper back working, shoulder blades coming together as you lift those arms up. Time. Okay, sit back a bit. L raises is our last move. So remember, one palm's facing towards you and the other one's facing to your side. Ready? Lift to shoulder height only, slowly lower, and then other direction, other arm. Time. Nicely done. Now don't leave me yet. I need to stretch your upper body a bit and then you can continue on with your day. Let's start with a shoulder stretch since they trained hard. Thumb up, press into the chest. Feel that stretch in the back of your shoulder. So nicely done. I really applaud people who are injured and still find a way to get some sort of training in. So bravo, you are my kind of individual. Take this hand in between the shoulder blades now, give it a little pull down, and then lean away from the arm to get into the lats as well. So you'll feel this tricep and lats. And like I said, click subscribe and click the notification bell. If you're injured, hey, you will recover. And then I'd love to keep working with you. Let's take the other arm, thumb up, press in. And if you're not injured, I hope you liked the workout. I hope this was the pace you were looking for today. All right, arm in between the shoulder blades, hand in between the shoulder blades. Now lean away, and that's what's going to give you that nice stretch through the serratus and through your lats. Now you're away from the backing of your chair so you can push your arms away, separate the shoulder blades, and you're essentially really trying to round the back as much as the chair will allow you and drop the chin into the chest. Just pulling apart the shoulder blades, rounding the spine, stretching the whole back. Release. Now interlace the hands, place them behind the head. Sit yourself right back now against your chair and let your body drape over the back of your chair. Open up the front of the body, front of the shoulders. This is a really good stretch, especially if you're a desk jockey and you're constantly in front of your computer. You'll push away, lean back over the chair, stretch out into the pecs and front shoulder. Your shoulders will thank you for it. Release. Take your right hand behind the back, palm facing away. Good. Left ear to shoulder and just stretch into the side of the neck. Now rotate your chin in towards the opposite armpit, and then take the hand and maybe give it a gentle pull down a bit more. Stretching into a muscle called the levator scap, which when it's unhappy can cause some serious havoc to your neck. And release. Let's take the other hand. So let's start chin slides in, ear to shoulder first. Just feel that stretch in the lateral part of the neck. Now rotate the chin in towards the armpit. If you want a bit more, gently, the word gently is important, pull the chin in towards the chest. And release. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Listen, I'm going to link up some other seated workouts that I have that you can also try while you're rehabbing. Or, as I said, if you're just not feeling like you want to do a high energy workout, that may just be what you need for the day. Thanks again for joining me, and have a great rest of your day. Mwah! Awesome. Thanks for joining me.